Yumiella is an ugly, loser shut-in gamer who reincarnated into the hidden boss of the game she was playing, destined to die by the hands of the hero. However, using her game knowledge, she decided to become so strong that not even God would lay a hand on her and live a peaceful life. Well, it all started when she was 5 years old. Suddenly, her past life memories flooded into her. She was a high schooler in Japan, an ugly, disgusted, shut-in gamer. She was returning from her college when a divine transporter truck killed her. And here she is. Then, laying on her bed, she thought, this is the destiny of the previous Yumiella, not her. With a smirking smile, she said she will level up and become so strong using her gaming knowledge that not even God will be able to kill her. And then she can live a peaceful life. Then, excited, Yumiella sneaked from her castle to level up so that she would be strong enough to kill the demon lord herself, if it comes to that. Yumiella spotted a green slime, and with a serious face, she activated her dark magic for the first time, and the slime died instantly. Guys, today's like goal is 200 likes. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Now let's continue. She herself got shocked a little after that. The slime dropped a magic stone, and Yumiella decided to sell this mana stone for money. Then she started to practice martial arts that she learned back on Earth, and she began to feel that she was already much stronger than when she was on Earth because she leveled up. Seeing this, she got excited, thinking of leveling up more. As she was a pro gamer, the inner gamer kicked in, and she started sneaking from her castle every day, immersing herself in leveling up by killing various monsters from the forest. The magic stones that she obtained by selling them made quite a good amount of money. With this money and her knowledge of good items from playing the game, she bought all the good items. First, she bought the Amulet of Growth. Wearing this would allow her to level up much faster. Then, after a year, she entered the hidden dungeon where high-level dark monsters live. Normally, one has to form a party and then enter this dungeon, but she learned recovery magic and can even regenerate her arm if needed. She thought this dungeon would be hard, but, well, she cleared and conquered this dungeon without breaking a sweat and obtained a good amount of magic stones. After that, she used the monster summoning flute she got after clearing the dungeon and then started to slaughter the monsters that she summoned. She repeated this day after day, and as her level increased, so did the level of the monsters she summoned. Finally, when she reached the age of 15, she arrived at the Royal Magic Academy. Seeing the academy up close, she still couldn't believe she reincarnated into the game world she used to play. Then, as she reached her dorm, she opened the letter her parents sent her. Her parents instructed her to get engaged to as high-level noblemen as she can find. The noblemen don't need to be the eldest sons, just any high-level nobles will do. Seeing this, she couldn't believe this was her first interaction with her parents, but she had no intention of getting married. She just wanted to live her life peacefully. The next morning before the entrance ceremony, we go back one day before here. Alicia is looking at the city, amazed by the number of carriages and people moving around the place. Walking a bit further, she searches for the Royal Academy. On her way, Alicia encounters an old lady and asks if she is okay. The old lady replies that she started feeling sick suddenly, so Alicia takes her home and cures her. The old lady's daughter thanks her for all the help and offers something in return, but Alicia says she wants nothing. Besides, she's still at level 1, so she doesn't think she helped that much. But the daughter thanks her anyway and says that if it weren't for her help, her mother would still be sick on the street. Upon closer examination of her clothes, the woman asks if she is on her way to the Royal Academy, and Alicia confirms that she was moving into the dormitories that day. The daughter tells her to hurry because the academy gates close at 6 o'clock. Alicia hurries to arrive at the entrance gate, but the clock hits 6 o'clock, and a young man informs her that she's late. However, she argues, saying the bells are still ringing, but then the bell stops. He asks her name and which year she would be studying, and then Alicia introduces herself, saying she's a first-year student. He then repeats that he cannot let her in because of the rules and tells her to find a place in the city for the night. but Alicia explains that the entrance ceremony is the next day, so she has to go to the dormitory that same day. Moreover, she says she has no money to stay elsewhere. The skeptical guy realizes that she is the commoner who was admitted to study there that year, but the boy continues to strictly follow the rules, not allowing her, saying he never breaks any rule. To not leave her without shelter, the boy informs her that there is a part of the wall on the eastern side that is crumbling, and many students pass through there after missing the entrance time. Upon hearing this, Alicia asks his name, and the boy introduces himself as Oswald Grimsard. Upon hearing this name, Alicia says she has heard of the boy's name somewhere before. Oswald guesses she might know him because of his father, who is a known minister in the cabinet. However, he states he doesn't like when someone links him with his father, so please only call him by his name. Therefore, the boy wants Alicia to call him only by his first name. So Alicia says she will call him Oz and remarks that he is very kind and leaves, leaving Oswald rizzed. Then, upon reaching the spot mentioned by Oz, she sees a boy jumping over the wall. He offers his hand to pull her up, assuming she also broke the curfew. After successfully entering the academy, the boy introduces himself as William Ares and explains that he had to go out to buy drinks for the seniors preparing a party. William informs her that this is a common ritual performed by the dormitory freshmen. Moving on, he helps Alicia to jump through a window on the roof. Alicia comments that he is very strong, and William replied that his father is a general, which is why he has always trained since childhood. Hearing this, she remembers that Oswald's father was also an important figure, so these guys' fathers must be influential. While walking, William warned Alicia to be careful not to fall, but he only ends up falling from the window of the roof. Alicia tried to save him, but the two end up falling inside the school. Alicia noticed she doesn't feel any pain. This was because she landed on the yellow-haired kid who was in pain. Then the yellow-haired boy asked who she is, and Alicia introduced herself as a first-year student. Then William jokingly asked how his little buddy was doing. Seeing this, Alicia asked if they are both friends, and William replied that they are childhood friends. Then the yellow-haired boy stands up and introduces himself as Edwin, the second prince of the Valshine Kingdom. Upon encountering a prince, Alicia is even more astonished. After that, they go to the principal's office, and he comments that the two are causing quite a commotion. William says it was her fault since he only fell because he was distracted talking to Alicia. Then Alicia starts arguing with him. The principal tells them both to be quiet and says he will confiscate William's purchases. Regarding Alicia, the principal comments that she has a rare talent for light magic, which is why she was the only commoner admitted to the academy with a scholarship. Still, he orders her to behave and take care of her conduct from now on. He punishes them both, making them do extra tasks for a week. Afterward, they leave the office, and the principal thought Alicia is a kind soul and is the only hope of defeating the demon lord who will awaken in 2 years. Meanwhile, Alicia was sitting in her dorm sad because she screwed up her first day. Just then, she hears 2 students shouting that an intruder has entered the school. Seeing him from the window, Alicia is worried, deducing that there are several bandits interested in the school because it is full of nobles. However, as Alicia is a commoner, she has nothing to worry about. But suddenly, someone invades her room. Alicia hits the intruder with several broomsticks. Then the boy reveals he is Ed and says he was there to investigate something in the school library. However, he was spotted by the students, so Ed says he will have to hide in her room for a while as he can't leave yet and apologizes, saying a knight should never invade a lady's room. But Alicia says she sees no problem with it, feeling honored to be speaking with a member of the royal family. Ed says talking to her is also different for him, as the boy is always surrounded by nobles who only talk with him because he is a prince, not as a friend. Then, jokingly, Ed asked Alicia if all commoners were as violent as her, and Alicia replied that she only hit him because she thought he was a bandit. However, Ed replied that he was just joking. Afterward, he stood up to leave, and Alicia promised she wouldn't tell anyone what she saw there today. Ed thanked her for her cooperation, and looking out the window, he noted that the way was clear. Then, Ed said goodbye and agreed to see her at the entrance ceremony. The next day, during the ceremony, Alicia, while greeting everyone, bumped into someone. As she looked up, she was terrified, as if she had seen a demon lord with a terrifying aura. Well, it was none other than Yumiella. After that, Alicia just said sorry and, scared and panicked, left for her seat. The vice principal then started his speech, and now we are back to where we started. The vice principal continued to give his speech, but Yumiella noticed everyone just glaring at her. Then she realized this might be because of her black hair, as black hair represents darkness and demons in this world. Well, she didn't care. Then the vice principal announced that now they would check everyone's level, and a mage brought a level-checking crystal. Now hearing this, Yumiella got a little nervous, as she didn't know what her level was, as nothing like a game screen appeared in front of her. Then Alicia placed her hand on the crystal.